Hello, welcome to GAC Podcast Show. That show where we explore innovative gardening techniques, all about agriculture as well as share tips for growing plants. I'm your host, Aka Joshua Salvation, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of soilless farming. Join me as we discover how you can grow plants without soil and unlock a whole new realm of gardening possibilities. So, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Hello, guys. Good day. It's another exciting episode on GAC Podcast. Don't mind the voice before. I'm trying to actually see how I can fine tune my voice. It's every day that I try to make different changes. Imagine speaking from "Hello, guys. Good morning," to "Hello, guys. Good morning," or to "Hello, guys. Good morning," or to "Hello, guys. Good morning. Welcome to another exciting show." So it's more there to make the whole show interesting. So do not forget to hit on the subscribe button. Yes, we are talking about soilless farming today. Hit on the notification bell because we have loads of other contents that are coming up on tech innovation, farm innovation, and so much more. What is the essence of speaking about this? Because a lot of farmers actually shy away from innovation when it concerns agriculture. The reason is because they believe it might not be as productive as the soil will be. But each time or each day, as each day passes, we see different types of innovation. We have from precision farming to um, irrigation, like new methods of irrigation like drip and the rest. And we have soilless farming, hydroponics. Under that, we have aeroponics. We have a lot of new innovations that are actually jumping up from outside the box of knowledge and creating this force in agriculture that helps to utilize smaller space to grow things that on a usual ground would have been grown with a larger space. And you can't tell me not to key into that. No, I have to research, dig deeper, and bring these things out to the light for people to actually key into it. So if you're a farmer, an agricultural enthusiast, or you just love to know how what you eat come from, I think it's best you listen and stay tuned to this episode till the end. Soilless farming, also known as hydroponics, is a method of cultivating plants without traditional soil. So instead of plants growing instead plants are actually grown in nutrient-rich water or solution that provides all the necessary elements for their growth. So it might actually sound like a futuristic concept, something that cannot be done or can be done later. But soilless farming has been around for centuries. Um, and we have evidence of that in ancient civilizations using hydroponic-like system as well. So why would someone choose soilless farming? That's another question that might pop up in your head and be like, okay, when I have my soil, when I have my land, why do I choose soilless farming over my traditional soil-based gardening? So the thing is, there are several advantages of soilless farming method, and one of such is that it allows for precise control over the plant's nutrient intake. So by directly delivering the nutrients to the roots of the plant, plants can actually have direct access exactly um, what they need to what they need in the solution, and that results to faster growth and higher yield. So you always know that whenever you are growing, if your plant grows to a meter in 2 weeks, 1 meter height with um smaller leaves in 2 weeks, you should be sure that's with the soil rather. You should be sure that when you're doing it hydroponically, in that same 2 weeks, it can grow to 1.3 or 1.4 meters. So you're actually going to be getting more from it. And this is not something that is a story to me or that I just read. It's something I've tried out with tomatoes. I've tried it out with tomatoes, with potatoes. Although the potatoes I didn't let them root fine. I tried it out. I just used it to grow the vines. I tried it out with flowers, and it worked out well, tremendously well. So that is because soil plants actually get direct nutrients. Their nutrient goes directly through the solution to their roots, and they get to make use of it. So secondly, soilless farming also offers better water efficiency, and in hydroponic system, it is recirculated. So reducing water consumption compared to our conventional gardening system where water goes to the soil. So this actually makes it an environmentally friendly option, particularly in areas that have limited water resources. Another benefit of using soilless farming method is that it eliminates soil-borne diseases and pests. Soil can actually harbor harmful pathogens and pests that can negatively impact plant health. But by removing soil from the picture or from the equation, farmers, growers, or gardeners can actually minimize the risk of such issues and create a cleaner, more controlled growing environment. Now, it's important that we explore some popular soilless farming techniques. Let's look at some of them. The first is the NFT, which is nutrient film technique. In this method, plants are placed in a trough or in troughs and or channels with a thin film or nutrient rich water. So the water is going to be flowing directly through the roots or along the roots of the plant. So it's more like getting a pipe. That pipe happens to be the channel, and you open it up. Then you have your plant. You drill holes through it, and you have your plant in that hole with their roots touching the bottom of that pipe, and the pipe wouldn't be in vertical form but will be laid in horizontal form. So that process, when your plants are in there or when the roots are in there, you have the water flowing through, and the roots have access to absorb necessary nutrients that they require as the water or the nutrient solution flows through. So this gives the plant it gives it adequate access to enough water and the nutrient that it needs without having to waste the water, because excess waters are collected and recirculated. So NFT is often used in growing leafy greens and herbs. You have greens like lettuce. Yes, that is one popular one that NFT is used for growing. So and also herbs is used for growing herbs as well. So secondly, we have deep water culture, that's DWC. DWC involves suspending plant roots in a nutrient solution with an air stone, providing oxygen to the roots. This technique is commonly used for cultivating larger plants like tomatoes and pepper. It is relatively easy to set up and requires minimal equipment. Now, what is different between NFT and DWC? You remember I said NFT has the water flowing, right? But this the reason why the water is flowing is to gather oxygen is flowing. But now we are having DWC, which is deep water culture, that the solution is in stagnant, so to say, and you have that plant in it with the roots in that solution. So it's more or less like it's not flowing. Instead, it has breathing stones, that is oxygen stones, that are placed inside that solution to actually deposit oxygen inside the solution, inside the water. So that's just the difference of DWC and NFT. So to the third um, type of it is aeroponics, from the word air, not AIR but AER. They're actually talking about suspending. Okay, so in aeroponics, plants are grown in mist or foggy environment with the roots suspended in air. So we have nutrient-rich water that is constantly sprayed on interval on the roots. Okay, to actually ensure that they receive both water and nutrients. This method promotes rapid growth and is ideal for small spaces or vertical gardening. Um, to actually make points clear, when you are using the DWC method or NFT method and the soil method and aeroponics method. If you are categorizing them from the best to the least, aeroponics comes first because plants grow faster. Then DWC and NFT comes second because at that point it also grows faster, but the soil comes third because you can't use the aeroponic method. That grows way faster than any other planting method. So we have the ebb and flow, or we call it flood and rain. So with this method, plants are placed in trays or containers filled with a growing medium like a rock wool, perlite, or cocoa peat, wherever one you're using. So the nutrient solution floods the tray periodically. So you have it going into the solute growing medium, okay, which you have placed in the tray periodically. This allows the root to absorb the necessary nutrients that is required and the excess water drains back into the reservoir, ready for the next cycle. So it goes on that same cycle over and over again. So these are just a very few examples of soilless farming techniques, but there are many variations and hybrid systems that are also out there. So it's important to experiment and find out the one that works better for you. If you want to use it for your gardening or your farming, or for your, would I say, experiment, try out the one that works best for you and for your plants and for you, the growing conditions in your environment. So they tend to actually differ. Soilless farming also opens up possibilities for growing plants in unconventional spaces. So, for urban centers, we have urban farmers that can actually utilize vertical farming techniques, or that have also been utilizing it already. So, utilizing this limited space in their cities to produce significant amount of food as well, such as spaces like rooftops, indoors, or even shipping containers. So you can create your rooftop garden, indoor setup for your gardens, or even using shipping containers to um, grow your farm or your crops or your plants using the soilless medium. As with any gardening method, there are considerations that must be kept in mind, and there are challenges to keep in mind. So you have to make sure that one, you monitor and maintain the nutrient solution. Two, pH levels are kept intact. Three, the temperature is also put in place because these are crucial for the plant's health. Adequate lighting is provided, whether natural or artificial one is actually very essential for photosynthesis to take place. And of course, you need to choose the right plant for your soil setup or soilless setup. It's actually important as we have some crops that thrive better in hydroponic medium than others, so choose wisely. So whether you are a gardening enthusiast looking to explore new techniques or someone interested in sustainable food production, soilless farming offers you an exciting and efficient way to grow your plants. So it's actually a testament of human ingenuity and our ability to adapt and innovate in the world of gardening or agriculture in general. That's all for today's episode of GAC podcast, and we've discussed soilless farming. So I hope you enjoyed your exploration of soilless farming and gain some valuable insights, right? So as always, remember to get your hands dirty, experiment and have fun with your gardening endeavors. And do not forget hit on that red subscribe button. Do not forget hit on the notification bell as well. I hope you got value from this. Learn about the NFT, the deep water culture, and about the aeroponics medium. So those are juicy would I say nuggets you've gotten. So do not forget to hit on the subscribe button. Comment on which of these you've practiced before, you've seen, or you want us to explain and show you videos of. Happy growing, gardener, and enjoy the rest of your day.